Hello, you guys, and welcome back or welcome to Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. If this is your first time and you are here because we are doing our monthly deep dive, this is all about Plexus, which, if you haven't heard of it, ooh, I have notes. I have 5 pages worth of notes, and
Whoa.
I'm super stoked. And the reason why, if you are new here, Maddie and myself, we are both health and fitness coaches. We do deep dives to empower you guys, to help you see through the blurriness of what a lot of these supplement companies or MLMs or just like weird things in the health and wellness industry. Because a lot of it, like there is some questionable things out there, and we like to go through it. And if you used Plexus, this is in no way shaming you. It's just enlightening you to say, hey, maybe let's look a little deeper in certain areas. Because I will say, the marketing with this one, you gotta scrub through some things. So I will say they have got some things going on. But before we jump in to our deep dive, which I'm super excited about, my voice now you're hearing, if you go on YouTube, I am wearing the darker blue sweatshirt. We're both wearing blue sweatshirts today.
Get the memo.
That is so silly. I'm Allie. I am a health and fitness coach for women, really looking to work through the overwhelm around health and fitness. You were fit one time in your life, stress happened, and now you don't know how to get back on track. That's what I like to do because I've personally experienced that. And Maddie and I came to this podcast wanting to create a space for the clients that we serve, but also just women that want to learn about their health in a fun way and like learn about it in like a pop culture setting, because I got some pop culture divas in this deep dive right here, and I am so excited.
You mean like people that were promoting
Yeah,
Plexus?
well, you'll have to see. You will have to stay tuned because when I was writing this up, I was like, "Oh, that is very interesting." So worlds are literally colliding.
Love this was I'm so glad you chose this one, because that's perfect for you.
Yes.
That's funny. Yeah, so this is your first deep dive. We do all kinds of deep dives. We've done them on different people, different influencers like Brittany Dawn and all of her fiascos. We've done it on Bikram Yoga. That was actually a really fun one. I did that deep dive. And Allie and I trade places. So she chose this one. So I have no idea anything about Plexus other than it's an MLM, multi-level marketing for use of that for you. I can't speak. For those of you who do not know, that's what it is. Um, but I'm excited to learn about that. And I am Maddie Martinez, women's health and fitness coach, and I help women get lean strong. You're already working out in the gym. Either you're doing a group fitness classes, maybe CrossFit, maybe Zumba, maybe whatever it is, and you want to actually go into the gym and know what to do and do it confidently. So I teach you how to lift, how to get lean strong, and how to quit getting hurt in the gym as well. Because I know with group fitness, as I was a head coach of a group fitness gym, a lot of injuries happen because you can't have eyes as a coach everywhere. So I'm going to teach you how to get stronger and you can lift on your own. And bubble in my throat. Oh God.
Great
Scarring
way to
myself.
start off things.
Please just erase that 10 seconds from your mind of my terrible voice. So anyway, Allie, let's get into this.
Okay. So I was really interested in Plexus because I have seen it in the reality realm sphere. And I'm going to get into that. But that's how I was first turned on to like, okay, what is this all about? So all of this information will be cited below, but largely a lot of this stuff just comes straight from their website. And what I wanted to start off is what is Plexus? So oftentimes if you're looking into Plexus, it's also going to be like branded as Healthy Living Co, because you can look up other Plexus things and it's not necessarily the Plexus supplement company, which I thought was kind of like weird. I'm like, well, if you're putting this like big brand out there, like let's have like some brand awareness. But anywho, so straight from their website, like what is it? What is their mission? Plexus is on the cutting edge of science with a range of products focused on every aspect of your health and happiness. We help your bodies get rid of the bad stuff, pave the way to better digestive health, and feed your system to benefit the body and the mind. Our goal is to make products that are the highest quality, non GMO, 100% vegetarian, and gluten free whenever possible. Most importantly, And now listen to this part. Plexus products work. They're all for health, so there's health for all. That immediately was a red flag to me because we're going to dive down deeper into this. But when you are running a supplement company or you take supplements, you are going to see little asterisks on a website, or if you don't, you definitely should. And it is a disclaimer, and all across Plexus's website, it says these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any diseases after the list of benefits. So right off the bat, for them to say Plexus products work, well, what do you mean they work? You have a list of benefits, but then you have a disclaimer that's saying like, the FDA hasn't, we haven't run these by the FDA, so to speak. So we don't know how effective they really are. So I thought that was very interesting. And they really focus on gut health and like healthy living. And so it sort of came to me as like it was approached differently than like any other supplement brand MLM. Like it's not just about weight loss and getting strong and like feeling active, but it's like your gut and your happiness and your health and your mind, which I just thought was like it definitely speaks to a specific crowd. So I thought that was interesting.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
So, we have talked, I think it was on the deep dive we did on Herbalife. So I did
Yep.
that one. And if you are totally new here and don't know this about, because I sometimes I try to remember not everyone knows everything that's in our minds.
Yeah.
But when it comes to vitamins and supplements, they are not FDA regulated. So just remember that when they are making those claims, the FDA, like they said, FDA, these are not backed, or however they
Yep.
worded it, they're not checking to see the toxicity levels or what they actually have in there. And just like we talked about in Herbalife, they can say, anyone can say any of these products can help with X, Y, and Z, and they don't even have to have the science behind it. And if they do
Yep.
have the science behind it, it could be manufactured science.
Yep. And we also talked about that in our greens deep dive. It goes
Yes, that one
down
too.
to potency as well. So a
Yes.
product might have all of these sorts of ingredients, but you have no idea how much you're actually getting. Just because it's on the
Hmm.
bottle doesn't
Hmm.
mean it's in an amount that's even going to do something. So clearly, we love our deep dives. Go back and listen to all of them. I'm going to go on YouTube and put all of the deep dives in a playlist.
I knew you were about to say that. I'm
Yeah.
like, she's about to say that.
Yeah, because it's easy. Just say one deep dive after another. If that is where your brain goes, because we love a science moment. So yeah. And then immediately under their like mission statement, there
Mhm.
is a link to buy the products.
We work.
So
They work.
it works.
Bye.
Like we're molding your brain and then it's like
Mhm.
buy our products.
Mhm.
So I just thought that was interesting. The Plexus Happy Living Co. was founded in 2018 by Tarl Robinson, and he is a man. And when we go down to their executives, it's all men and one woman, which I just find
Mm.
interesting. And we'll kind of touch upon that later. Um, their founder says Plexus empowers hundreds and thousands of women, hundreds of thousands of business owners, which are the brand ambassadors, in four
Mhm.
countries with the opportunity to meet their wellness and financial goals by sharing high quality health products. So, again, with
Mm.
MLMs, the reason why it is so interesting for us to cover is because it's never just about the products and your health. There's always
Mhm.
a catch, right? It's
Mhm.
like your health, but you can also make money. And
Mhm.
that's to me, it's a big red flag, right? If I did really like a product, I would, and maybe I'm gonna promote it, but I'm going to promote it not with the incentive that like I'm gonna make money off of this. Like if I really do like a product, I'm gonna share it
Mhm.
first, and if I really value it. But when you're
Yeah.
coming from the jump, like get this product, and also you can make money off of it, it puts a bad taste in my mouth. And we're going to dive into that deeper. But before, we're going to talk about the purpose. So, again, this comes right from their website. Their purpose is to help improve the lives of others because we serve a global community. We are impartial on topics that may distract us from what unites us in our mission to ignite hope, health, and happiness. So, again, those are their big, big standards. And it's kind of interesting because, again, you're a supplement company, but they really seem to like brand themselves to be this like big community and really creating and fostering change in people's
Mhm,
lives. And they
mhm,
hone in on that through you having the opportunity to become a brand ambassador. So not only
mm,
do our products change your life, but then you can change your own life. Again, that empowering language
mhm,
by becoming a brand ambassador. So we're health focused, but we can also help you make the money. Like you can create the life that you want to live. And so
mhm,
for that to be like in their purpose aspect, it's like not to just create these really high quality supplements to like bridge the gap for your diet or other things. It's very much leaning on the health products, but then also you get to make your own money, which
mhm.
the two shouldn't go together. We've talked about this before. It seems pretty sketchy. So now, next on their page, it says support inside the company. So if you do choose to be a part of Plexus, there are two ways to get into inside of Plexus. You get to be, as they say, learn from the very best as you grow your business. You'll have access to specifically designed tools to help you succeed from the start. You'll get priceless support and encouragement from other ambassadors who know how to make things happen. So again, they're cultivating this community of brand ambassadors, which are like the people that are just buying products and distributing them. They're independent
Mhm,
sellers. They're really cultivating this community that like we are all taking care of each other here at Plexus and we are about this community. But it just drives back to like independent sellers do not make a lot of money.
mm,
It goes all to the people at the top of the chain. And so it is just a little odd to me. They really have a lot of information on their website on just like how to be a part of the company, probably equally as much as the supplement information.
oh, wow.
So like when you're selling the, Healthy Living Co, when you're selling these products, it seems odd that it's not even on a different page. It's all on the same website and you can just navigate on top.
Mm,
So like if I'm a person going to just like buy some supplements, I'm being bombarded with all of this other information. It feels very strategic.
mhm,
So I thought that was weird. So I wanted to get into the supplements of it all, what they're carrying, because they do have a significant amount, and I was eye rolling. Okay. So they have a couple
mhm.
categories, of course. Women's health
Mhm.
is number one. They have gut health, weight management, skincare, active lifestyle, general nutrition, and personal care. Think it's a little odd to have skincare when we're talking about like supplements. I just feel like it doesn't really match. And then under the women's health, there is a breast check kit. So this is
Whoa.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I was like a little, okay, what are we doing here? So the only description on the breast check kit is take charge of your health with the Plexus breast check kit. This easy to use method helps increase sensitivity so you can more easily detect subtle changes during your monthly examinations.
What?
That's all that was said. I was like, so what is it? Are
What's
you taking something? Are you
Did you find anything on Reddit about that?
There's not a lot on Reddit either. A lot of the pages get like mods will take things down. And
Mm.
again, of course, under all of these supplements that they have under all the different categories, there are these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, like all disclaimers. So I just find that to be a little bit gross because what
Yeah.
what the hell is it, first of all? I have a family history of breast cancer, so I just
Oh,
thought that
wow.
that was a bit. I was like, oh, that puts a bad taste in someone's mouth. um And then second of all, you're not describing what this is doing. There's no other
No.
picture. You get the one picture. There's anonymous reviews, which again, when we're talking about reviews for supplements, it's all anecdotal information. I could take the same product as Maddie and I could have a completely different experience
Mhm.
because the placebo effect, or just because that was just my experience. Like, it's not scientific, these reviews. So I was like, what the hell is that all about? I don't know if that's around outside of October, because again, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but I was like, that's very odd.
Yeah, that puts a very bad taste in my mouth because why are you capitalizing on breast cancer? Like, great
Yup.
example. I am taking this funny. It's actually a gut health supplement and it does help with your skin because you guys not everyone knows, but especially if you're new here today, but I had a bunch of skin issues with the autoimmune disease they thought I had. Anyway, taking this supplement, you it's like a fat tablet type thing.
Yep.
And when I ordered it, they gave me a free mini pack of it, and it was for breast cancer, like, awareness, and it was like
Yep.
yeah, but it was free. It was
Yep. Yep.
them
Yep.
just, they were donating to the breast cancer research. I mean, I didn't pay for that. I didn't buy something to make myself more sensitive for my monthly exam. What is
Mhm.
that?
I don't know. And on the website, they don't say, in place of going to your monthly, a physical exam or whatever at the
Mhm,
doctor's, right? But it
mhm,
just seems a bit fishy.
mhm.
I didn't really, I wasn't impressed by that being like the
Yeah,
first product that I stumbled upon.
yeah.
Um, the next one, I went down the gut health. There were several types of cleanses. Again, everything had the disclaimer that these had not been evaluated by the FDA. With weight management, and we have a bit of scandals going on as well. So keep in mind when you're
Mhm.
saying, kind of capitaling off of a disease,
Capitaling?
capitaling,
Capitalizing?
capitaling, yeah, capitalizing. That's where the brain is right now. Um, but so they have a lot of kind of, I guess, dramas with some of their products and specifically some of them in the weight management section. So we have protein
Mm,
powders and a lot of these. So I didn't go through all of them because it was a lengthy list, but like protein powders, slim hunger control sweet tea. What is that? Right? Okay. Clinically
weird.
demonstrated to help you lose weight, helps reduce hunger and desire to overeat, helps curbs craving, making it easier to commit to eating healthier, supports enhanced satiation and satiety, supports healthy glucose, blah, blah, blah. Again, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. So I just would really urge you guys when you are buying products, looking at the benefits, and if there's a little asterisk on it, go and read that because
Mhm.
how are we supposed to make these claims? And I have an article later here that goes into these sorts of things, but it is just, they're all about their branding on here. It was almost
Mhm.
like, it was crazy. And then next couple categories, again, we have skincare, active lifestyle, general nutrition. And under the general nutrition, they have supplements for kids, multivitamins, probiotics, which again, I just thought was gross.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, not if you are a parent going, on this website and getting your own supplements, that's your own thing. But it really is, if kids are taking certain multis or probiotics or whatever, we got to just make sure it's like really quality ingredients because they're growing, they're young, like they might not need it if they're getting like a well-rounded diet. Okay. Then they also have personal care. So that is a quick rundown of their supplements. And there is a lot. So I was just kind of like, again, how can a company excel at so many different supplements?
Yeah.
Again, red flag. Like, they have been around since 2008, but that's also not that much time to have such a wide range of supplements where I'm like, oh, they're probably all really good. I'm like,
Mhm.
they're probably all pretty crappy.
Mhm.
But now, what I did notice when you go on to buy products, there is a VIP customer discount. So this is sort of step one, if you will, of getting into a career with Plexus.
Okay.
So becoming a VIP customer. when you become a VIP customer, you get a welcome kit to us access to healthy lifestyle programs, tools, resources designed for your success, free products through our Plexus Perks Rewards program, nutrition tips, exercise routines, a personal referral link to share with your friends to get rewards and make extra income, interactive support from our inspiring community, and easy recipes. So it all sounds good and well, right? Like you're
Mhm.
buying something, maybe you're getting a little bit of like community support, nutrition tips, but it all goes back to like, if you're a VIP customer, you can earn rewards by me sending my link to Maddie and Maddie buying my products.
Mhm.
So again, it's just like, ugh, it's like kind of gross. If you really like something, it shouldn't be incentivized by the money because that's what it really comes down to. It's like, oh, I'll try this product. And, if I like it, maybe I can get some of my friends to buy it from me and they'll be making me money. It's like,
So my only rebuttal with that is that people have to be incentivized to share something.
yeah.
And that's for like a lot of things. Great example of this. There are many products that like Frownies, for
Hmm.
example. Like I get rewarded for sharing my link with people, right? It's not something you're ingesting, so I feel better about that, right?
Hmm.
But I'm still getting rewarded, but I don't know if I would like share. I mean, probably because I talk about them, but when it comes to like incentivizing, it's really because people need to be incentivized in order to do something. Um, and I was going to bring this up before, but then I was going to wait until we got to there, but we kind of already covered it. But the difference between MLMs and programs that just have like ambassador programs is like
Yeah.
how they just said when there was like a pipeline. So when there's a bunch of people under you who are selling kind of for you, and then there's people under them, right? Like an
Yep.
ambassador program, when I give someone my link for Frownies, for example, I make, I don't know, it's like 10% or 5%, whatever it is. But that's it. I'm not trying to get anyone else with me. I'm not collecting people underneath of me, right? It's not, there's
Hmm.
no pyramid, right? And with pyramid schemes, that's what they're doing. It's collecting people, and most people make like nothing off of it. But a lot of these pyramid schemes are getting brought down, basically.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they're turning to ambassador programs like the one how I just described, where I get someone my link and they use it and that's it, right? Because it's
Yep.
more like safe in a way. But where it gets sticky is like the type of products when they're not actually good. And then I don't I don't know if you said we talked about with Herbalife, but does Plexus make you buy anything or no?
So when you become a VIP customer, but the next part is like how it works. It
Hmm.
says sign up as a VIP customer for only $9.95 and enjoy exclusive savings and benefits. And
Hmm.
then, and I believe that is a $9.95 monthly subscription, essentially,
Like
to get,
$9.95.
yes,
Okay.
$9.95 to be in this world. Like essentially like having a Costco card. So you can buy things at a cheaper uh price. And
Mhm.
then it says simplify your daily wellness routine, maximize results, achieve your goals. Okay, so again, it goes back to like you're signing up to save money on the supplements you already love. But
Mhm.
then thrive inside and out and gain more from your health fulfilling lifestyle that you love. So it talks about the income opportunities right below this. So it's like, oh, this is
Mhm.
easy, this is really great for your health, you're going to save your
Mhm.
money, it's a monthly subscription, like, and you get this big discount, and it was a pretty sizable discount on some of the
Mhm.
products. So again, I can see, where it's like, oh,
The
why
logic.
not? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly the logic. um so then it says under the income opportunities, Plexus makes no income or profit guarantees. Personal earnings and profits will vary. Your success depends on the amount of sales, efforts, commitment, leadership abilities, economic markets, all these sorts of stuff. Um,
Mhm.
and again, obviously that makes sense as you read it, but when they're promoting in your face and like you can make all this money and here's these testimonials, the average person that's not scanning through to like look for the cracks, you don't see that. So you're like, oh, okay, I could make all of this extra money. And the
Mhm.
reality is, most people don't make more than I think it said $531. I think like all time.
Oh my god.
Mm, for earnings and the average annual earning. Okay, annual, so a year. Average
Oh,
annual earnings were
I mean,
531. Well,
It's not much
$531
better.
a year, yeah, that's not much better at all. Like if you're trying to talk about paving your own way in your life and have this freedom, it's like, well, what can I do with that? And you're probably putting in a decent amount of work because
Oh,
they have some stuff that happens, and we'll talk about that. Okay.
okay.
So now the second step is the brand ambassador. So VIP customer brand ambassador. This is where you make extra income, you save money on products. It's modern entrepreneurship, baby. It is all about incentivized trips, community of other brand ambassadors, and then it lists the success stories. Again, it's like they hit you. They're like this, and success, which is
Hmm.
great because sure, we do want to see the good things, but then you got
Hmm.
to look for these benefits expressed in this testimony are the individual's personal opinions. Individual results may vary. And it's like, okay, great. Let's make that like a smidge bigger because people get
Hmm.
lost in the like, oh, I could be making all this extra income. Let's go back to the previous statement. It was less than $600 a year on average,
Hmm.
not really helping anybody's pockets. Um, and then it goes into the little statement below the brand ambassador. Fall in love with Plexus products and get ready for business success. So again, it just like puts an ick in my
Yeah.
mouth. It's like become this brand ambassador. You already love the products, but like
Hmm.
let's make you rich now, like business
Hmm.
success. And it has a whole um on-site resource, which I thought was super interesting. It's called, and again, it's on the same site. If I go to plexus.com right now looking for supplements, I can go under the resource and see yes for success. And so if I was a buyer, I can kind of see how they're working to like sell to me, which again is weird. Like, how do you have this information open to the public? I feel like it should be like for ambassadors only.
Yeah, I wonder, do you know what the customers versus like customer and ambassador, like what the percentages are?
They don't have any of that public.
Of course they don't.
I know. I was looking high and low, and I thought this part's really interesting. So the yes for success. It is basically a sales strategy.
Hmm.
So on the site, it says it's your voice. You're endorsed by Plexus, so we're backing you. And all this information is suitable for sharing. So it's basically like it's been cleared. Like if you say these things, we're not going to get sued because
Mm.
Plexus did get into some trouble. So the FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration, and the FTA, which is the Federal Trade Commission, they warned Plexus. Okay, so we'll get back to
Oh.
the yes success. But in 2014, the FDA warned Plexus for making unsubstantiated claims that their products were intended for use in the cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease.
Okay.
So let's say they have this like fizzy pink drink, whatever. This is me making an example. This is not me stating what the claim was. But let's say the fizzy pink drink that they have. This solves your gut health. You want to lose 10 pounds and get rid of your acne and get rid of the bloat and like lessen your chance of like getting other diseases. Drink this. So they were putting out these very bold claims
Hmm.
on products. And so the FDA came down on them because they were like, you literally can't do this.
Hmm.
And then the FTC also sent Plexus warnings for, again, making unsubstantiated health claims. Plexus received another warning letter from the FTC as recently as 2020 for unlawfully advertising that certain products treat or prevent COVID.
Which ones?
Some of their gut products. They do not list it because now this was from I have the source right here. Her name is Brittany Morgan, and I believe it was she did not list it, but I searched for it. She did an entire blog about this. She has all the references listed. So I went back and I looked at those references that she had listed. And I believe the pink, that's why it was in my head, the pink drink. So again, it's this slim pink drink. And it's basically like a gut health preventative drink. And so their claim apparently in 2020 was that if you drink this, it's going to boost your immunity and could, help defend from COVID-19, which you can't say that.
Wow. Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That I was like, whoa. So going back to the yes for success, there is a list of different things. You have a guide to disclaimers, income and opportunity, guide to products. You have, again, all of these sales strategies. And there is one page that is called red flag words. So,
What are they?
wondering which words to avoid when creating promotional material for Plexus products? In order to help all Plexus employees and brand ambassadors maintain compliance with the US regulatory authorities, we compiled a list of red flag words to avoid. So basically, don't use any of these words when you're selling our products. Some of these words, I will show you the list. It is like a full page.
Wow.
So, and again, it says that disclaimer that I just read, it says it on the paper, but some of the words are, and it says, this is not meant to be an all-inclusive list. If you have any questions, contact us. Of like what else I shouldn't say. Acne, addiction, ADHD, allergies, Alzheimer's, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, Hashimoto's, flu, fibromyalgia, erectile dysfunction, eczema, pain, pandemic, disorder, scar, shingles, sickness, sore throat, wounds, vertigo. I just randomly listed some stuff. So
Wow.
to have to create a red flag word sheet of like what your seller should not be saying, just really it goes back to the warnings from the FDA and the FTC that they had some shit. Like they were obviously kind of probably red flagged in the system of like, you keep saying shit, you allegedly, you keep making these claims, and like you literally cannot do this. Like I don't know how they weren't shut down during those things, but they did have to pay some heavy fines. So now to protect themselves, they probably have some sort of agreement that you sign when you become, a VIP member or a brand ambassador. I was not going to go through the efforts of signing up to see what that looked like. I'm probably now just going to keep getting ads for Plexus.
Probably.
So shout out. But I was so shook. I was like, that is crazy. The red flags list,
Yeah, like,
I was crazed.
and also, like, how do you not say some of those words? Like, I guess you just can't be like, I'm taking this for my acne. That's
Exactly. So it's
gotcha.
with selling. It's with selling. So
Gotcha.
I couldn't say, "Oh, I have Hashimoto's and I've been drinking this product and I've been noticing a positive change," right? Like you couldn't
Mm.
say that. Depression, oh god, pain, again, rosacea, like you can't say, because they have
Wow.
skincare, right? So it
Can't say
covers
anything.
all of the no, you can't say anything. You can't say nausea, you
I
can't
mean,
say
that's
obesity, you
that's
can't say
good.
obesity when you're selling a weight loss product. That seems crazy though. Like
Yeah, but, like, I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could. I I mean, obviously,
you
it's a
can't
good
say
thing.
acne when you have a skincare product.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm pretty sure I've
Yeah,
seen lots of other companies.
people, and I mean people in Plexus probably do sell with these sorts of words, but I'm assuming if you're a really big seller, you would be very careful. But if you're just like, kind of a no name, but you sell to family and friends and you've been, you're making a little bit of money, probably probably not an issue. But if you're somebody that has a social media following, like we're going to talk about here in a little bit, you'd probably want to be careful with what you are saying. So that was part of the brand ambassadors. That's like when you go and looking at becoming a brand ambassador, you are really, you have access to a bunch of selling strategies. You have access to the red flag words. You have access to a list of the top selling products. So after all of this information, when you're learning how to post on social media, learning what phrases to say or not say, then it's like, oh, top selling products, so that you can push those. Yeah,
Wow.
I was like, ooh, okay, all right. There's also, again, a guide to disclaimers, and then the income and opportunity, and a guide to product claims. So like they want you to be very well versed in like what these do, but also what not to say.
I guess it also helps them in case a lawsuit comes up. They can be like, we provide them with all this information.
Exactly. That's
They signed
exactly.
off that they read all of this. It's not our fault. They said it treats
Exactly.
their acne. Oh, I know it. I knew it.
And that's where, again, I think because Plexus is technically it's a part of the Direct Selling Association. So the DSA is committed to the highest ethical business standards for direct selling channels. So you don't go into a store and buy Plexus products. You have to
Gotcha.
come to me
That's
and
kind of
buy
like
products.
Herbalife too.
Except Herbalife, you can open a store.
True, true. But you
Plexus,
still have to
yeah.
go somewhere specific. You can't go to Walmart.
Yes, you can't go to Walmart. But what it made it sound like for the DSA, the Jesus, Direct Selling Association, is that there is no storefront.
Gotcha.
So you're buying from me, and that's where you're going. You're not getting it from the company as a whole. So technically, Plexus, they follow all of the DSA guidelines. They follow their code of ethics. For example, the code prohibits statement or promises that mislead customers or prospective salesmen. So this is why when they did get into those warnings in 2014 and then 2020, that's probably when the red flag list went on the website. It doesn't say when it was put up there. I
Mm.
couldn't find information about that, but I would be it seems pretty clear that it had to have been put on after
Mhm.
false claims being made, especially with COVID, and COVID is on that list.
Yeah, and they probably had some of their ambassadors like get crazy views. 'Cause if you said COVID, I mean,
Oh,
then
yeah.
there's people commenting like that, fighting in the comments, and that probably
Yes.
got them a lot of attention. That makes sense. Makes sense.
100%. And when like people, they were scared for their lives, they didn't know what to do, and you have a product and it's like, oh, this will create such a strong immune system for you. I take it every day. I literally have not sneezed in 5 years. It's like, oh,
Allegedly.
yeah, but that's just me making an example. But people were probably hawking
Yeah.
money at anybody because they're like, fuck, I'm scared. I don't know
I
what to do.
haven't sneezed in 5 years.
I mean, hey, maybe.
Mm.
So after going through their products, their brand ambassadors, the VIP, I thought it was really interesting. Again, this website is quite overwhelming. There was a resource for philanthropy. So
Okay.
the website, you could live on the website. I was on there I'm like, there is so much information. Again, it doesn't really make it easy if I'm just
Mhm,
a customer buying. So they
mhm.
probably don't have people buying directly from the fucking website. They probably are all going through people who know someone who knows someone, a VIP, a brand ambassador.
Yeah. You
There's
think
a
they
lot.
would put some money into a better website because I mean, I had many of people
Yeah.
tell me, "Oh, I'm taking Plexus, I'm working on my gut health."
It
I'm like,
is
"Oh."
it's happy go lucky, it's bright, there's good
Mhm.
testimonials all over the place. So I could see how you might like I'm looking through every tab. I'm
That's true.
looking with like a microscope. But
So Allie's, like, coding in the
I
background.
am like I am hacking the mainframe. Like I was just like, this is crazy. So they have a philanthropy tab, which we love. We love philanthropy. We love helping others. Don't really know why this supplement company is like why they're going out on this like ledge of like that's part of our
Mhm,
brand. But anyway,
mhm.
so it says Plexus supports nonprofits that improve access to wholesome foods, nutrition, education, preserve the environment, and build thriving communities. They partner with Feeding America. They do annual walks for the Children's Hospital in Arizona. And then There is information on like where you can become a sponsor, so how to join. I don't know if there is a certain percentage that like goes to Plexus if I want to be a sponsor. I didn't click into that because again, I don't need to be going down that rabbit hole of putting in my email somewhere. Um,
Yeah.
One part that I thought was interesting. So it says over 43 million meals donated to date. And then it has an asterisk. Every Plexus lean sold contributes a donation equivalent to 10 meals. And every Plexus reset sold contributes a donation equivalent to 3 meals to Feeding America. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm not necessarily mad about that part because they do have
Mhm.
certain products that are probably their top sellers that I guess they are contributing to Feeding America, and that's a good thing. I mean,
Yeah.
if we have to take something out of this, I'm glad that they are promoting that. So, I mean, at least a takeaway can be like, well, they've donated money from their product sales that they don't have to do to Feeding America. And I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I guess, there's some silver lining,
If we have to find a silver lining, it's for the kids.
I don't think anyone else that we've done so far had any kind of
I haven't, yeah, which is kind of
philanthropy or
interesting. Like,
anything.
I don't know why that's one of their verticals. Like,
I
do you
mean,
think it incentivizes people to like buy in bundles? Like, if I don't know, I should have looked into this, but I'm curious if on like their Plexus Lean or on their Plexus
mm,
Reset, if it says, I assume it does say a portion
yeah,
goes to Feeding America because that's a
yeah.
good selling point. But do you think it's like for just like, would you be incentivized to buy more if you knew your money was going to like a portion of it was going to a good
Um,
cause?
I mean, maybe depending on the product. But even like when I go to, oh God, it's been so long. Like, let's say you go to PetSmart and then they're like, do
Yep.
you want to donate Roundup? Typically, I say no to all those types of things because there's been a ton of research.
Hmm.
Don't ask me from where. But like a lot of those things, like they are not like actually providing the actual
Yeah.
amount. Like they're very like Goodwill is also one of those. Maybe we should
Yeah.
do on a deep dive on Goodwill. How
Honestly,
they're like you're better off donating to like a women's shelter or like
yeah.
not.
Going to the source.
Yes, yes. So I don't donate to that type of stuff because I want my money being useful, not just being kind of wasted. Um,
Right.
but I'm not gonna be mentally encouraged to donate to buy more because of that. I mean, for a company, I don't know the size of, Plexus, but it's probably for a good tax write-off.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, any sort of donation. And I get that's not to say that, people who are in philanthropy are just in it for a tax break, but it is definitely an incentive.
Yeah.
But no, I'm that sucker. And I know part of me is like, is this even going to a good, like a where it's supposed to go? But I
Mhm,
definitely, if I was buying a product and it was going to a certain organization or a cause that like
mhm.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, yeah, sure, just round it up. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, just round it up. I don't know. I don't even know where it's
I'm
going.
like,
So
"Where's this going? Give me more information. I'm
yeah,
too suspicious."
I'm not gonna ask the person at CVS who definitely doesn't give a fuck. They'll just
Oh,
be
yeah,
like,
not
would
doing
you like
that.
to round up? And I'm like, sure. Like whatever. Yeah, I guess. Like, what is it gonna do for me? Is it really good? Like, is it gonna help
Right,
me? No.
right.
So no, but so I would potentially be if it was a product I was already purchasing and then
Mhm.
I saw that, I would probably buy two at a time or like bulk. Because if it's something I'm going to use, I might be persuaded. I might be. But I thought that was very interesting, just the philanthropy of it all. Because
Mhm.
again, we'll have to look the next time we're doing some sort of deep dive, if it tends to be another MLM or a supplement or whatever it is, we should look into that because no other companies have had that on their website.
Yeah, I
Like it was
wonder.
right there, very easy to find. It
Mm,
was interesting.
I mean, it's also maybe like I wonder if they get people from the
Mm-hmm.
places that they're donating to,
I
like
bet.
Thank you to our biggest sponsor, Plexus, when they have, like, their yearly, like, annual thing,
Yeah, they
and
definitely
then
do.
they probably give them, like, free I just knew it.
Yeah,
It's
you know
all
what? Because at the
circular.
bottom of their website, you can see like a bunch of like if you go to the sponsor section for under like the philanthropy tab, there, yeah. So you're totally right. They're getting a
Yeah, all
huge like
those.
at any sort of event, they're getting their banner. They can have somebody set up there with a booth or
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah. So, I mean, that's part of that. Um, Now we're going to get into the sort of reality TV pop culture aspect of who I have
Ooh.
seen selling it. Do you have any
Mhm.
questions before we get in there?
No, but my butt is falling asleep, so oh god. There we go. Okay, I'm ready.
Her butt is falling asleep, people. It is falling asleep. So I first saw Plexus when I was watching Sister Wives. Okay.
Ooh.
Season 20, I think, is out right now, or it's 19. That show, it is so goddamn behind. Like they're filming stuff that was happening 2 years ago. Like let's like pick. I
2
don't know what's happening with
years.
TLC, but with Sister Wives, everything is so goddamn slow. But I'm still gonna
Mhm.
watch it because I've been watching it from the start, and I'll be damned if I don't finish what is happening.
How many are
So,
left?
how many are left?
Are they gonna keep going? Like, they don't
Oh, I
have, like,
don't
a
know. I mean, so like, we'll get into it. So Christine is a wife. Janelle is a
Mhm,
wife. They're now both ex-wives, and Christine's remarried. And then there is Robin, who is still married to him. She's
mhm.
the fourth wife. And then Mary, it was the first wife. She is not with him anymore either. So on the show, there have been several MLMs that you see them working on, and they can never talk about it, of course, but you'll see Mary wearing her like LuLaRoe leggings, like those
Oh,
crazy ass prints.
no.
And like you and quite honestly, like Utah has like a very high like it's a big area for MLMs, also
Yeah.
other reality-ish news. It is more reality TV news. Whitney Wild Rose was caught under fire from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So again, Utah, for her company being an MLM.
What was
Maybe
your
we'll have
company?
a follow up on that. I saw when it first came out. I have not read if there's been a follow up, but she has a company and it has been accused of being an MLM, and she didn't necessarily say it wasn't. So
What's it
maybe,
called?
oh, I didn't write it down, but maybe we'll cover
Ah,
that next week.
yeah.
So if you're listening to this and you want to hear more about Miss Whitney Wild Rose, just pop in and listen to next week because I'll
I'm
give
s
y'all an update.
I'm surprised it wasn't called Wild Rose.
She did have a company. It was something was Wild Rose. I think it was like a skincare thing or something, but she's always
Mm.
in and out of different businesses. And same with our sister wives. They're always doing something. And so it's quite interesting because like, how do you have this many kids going to sister wives? How do you have this many kids? TLC is not paying that much money, right?
No.
Like they don't have a hair and makeup team. Maybe now they do, but like back in the day, peace and love. They
Yeah,
didn't have a hair and makeup team. So they definitely weren't paying good money. So you see Cody in one of the seasons driving like a pink Mercedes, and it reminded me, it's like a like
Mary
he
Kay.
got it. Like it looks like it, exactly. It looks like some sort of like Mary Kay car. I don't know if it was Mary Kay, but they were in marketing. Like that's what they were just calling it on the show. And so MLMs are not anything new to these women, and I am all for these women having their finances in order to get out of this marriage that they were not into. Maybe do I agree with what they're doing as far as like promoting a company like Plexus? No, I don't agree with it because when you go to Janelle or Christine's Instagram bios, you go to Christine's, you click on it. I've been following my girl for forever. I never looked at her bio. I look at it and you immediately like you go to the link tree, you take a quiz for which product would be best for you. So am I looking for weight
Mm.
loss? Am I looking for more energy? Am I looking to de-bloat or whatever? And then you just like click, 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 and you get a product package.
Wow, that's smart.
Yeah. And people are following her, and she had a pretty significant like transformation. I'm gonna put for the YouTube, and we'll clip this for TikTok. Christine before, Christine after. She looks great. Like she was in a gross relationship. She was not being loved the way that she should. And then she did make lifestyle changes. So she had a banging transformation. Like she looks good. She looks healthy. She's now married. And now she's promoting Plexus. And that's where, like, I've lost X amount of pounds. I have more energy. And Maddie and I have said this when talking about other deep dives or other products. You might start taking, for example, like the one of the Plexus drinks, like the pink one that we talked about. And you might start to notice, oh, I have more energy or my clothes fit better. But what you're also doing is going for your morning walk while you drink your pink drink. And you start having a little bit more vegetables on your plate and you're doing less takeout. And you're also drinking your pink drink. But your brain goes, oh, it must be the pink drink. That's it. The product's working. And it's like not, that's where we have to be careful with supplements because you might start taking something and it's exciting and it's new. And now you're like, okay, let me add this in with my morning walks. And I am feeling better. So you know what? I follow Christine and she's posting these healthy recipes. And so maybe you start eating a little bit better. You maybe, you start losing weight, but it's not necessarily the products. And so I just have beef with like how people talk about the products that they're taking. And then on the show, they don't have the Plexus bottle branded, but you'll see it's like a pink or an orange drink and they're always drinking them. So like if you follow them on social, you know what they're drinking. Or you might be like, what is Christine drinking? Let me like just go on socials and like you'll see. And they're like obviously can't promote Plexus on the show, but like you see them shaking the bottles and on their walks and shaking the bottles. And I'm just like, all right, I've had enough of this.
3 things really quickly. One,
yes.
for you, everyone listening, I forgot to turn on my microphone when we started. Then I turned it on. Then my headphones have died. So do you want me to grab different headphones if the audio is like really crappy right now?
I can hear you good. I think it's fine.
Okay, we'll stick with that. If you're wondering, like, where do headphones go? They died. So my microphone, I can't use my microphone, not have headphones. I won't be able to hear anything. So sorry for the
Right.
audio changes. And my eyes are very sensitive to light. And so like earlier I was like this trying to look. So if you're wondering, like if you're not on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. But if you're wondering
Yeah.
what the heck is going on with Maddie's face, it's the lights. I am very sensitive to bright light.
We're fun on YouTube. We are just fun to watch.
are,
And you'll also get the little pictures because pictures are everything. And when Madison is doing show notes, she better write in insert picture here.
I will. Thank you for reminding me to do that. But
I have to use her full government when I need something done.
What's my middle name?
I don't know if you've ever told me.
What's
I
your
want to
middle
say, I know it's not Anne, but I just feel like Madison Ann like just flows.
name? What's your middle name?
Marie. It's like every white chick has middle
That's
name
my
Marie.
mom's middle name.
Yeah, my mom's as well. Everyone has it.
Mine is Elena.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's actually okay, sorry if anyone's name's Marie, but like it's great, but it's overdone. Elena, don't know any Elenas. Love that.
Wait, Marie is the equivalent of the crusty old white person dog.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It fucking is.
You guys ever talking about those dogs that are white, crusty, curly hair, and then they have crusty eyes?
They're like
all-
Malteses.
It's like all
Oh,
stained.
yeah.
Okay.
If you're listening and you have a Maltese, hug them real tight and love them because
They only have a few years, maybe months.
they are busted. Take care of those babies. They can't wipe those eye boogers. Help them out, for God's sake.
He probably has like 3 teeth and he has to eat like wet food only. But like you were saying, it's such a great point. Like when we try something new and we're like, this product, this is it. But really it's like all the other 500 things you did. And it's also like when me and Allie always say, we don't discriminate against what gets you in the door to start.
Yep.
And like every time we bring up MLMs and crappy dieting products, we always say it without like, we're not shaming you guys because like we fucking did it. Like I did it in high school. I did a skinny tea and I can't remember.
Fat burners.
I didn't do fat. You did fat
Slim
burners?
belly. Oh, did I do fat burners? Buy the bottle.
Allie was buying stocks.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. You know
Uh,
what? That'll be a deep dive that will go down. We'll cover our own horror stories of
love.
products. But yeah,
I,
no, we've tried it all. We've
yeah.
made insane choices looking back on, but like I get
Yep.
it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so whatever, even that's your first attempt at doing something for your health, like that can take you down the road to doing positive things that are
Yeah.
science backed and
Yeah.
not potentially going to harm you. So don't beat yourself up. We both have done stupid shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
not usually the thing we think it is. It's usually everything else now that you have more energy and the placebo effect of taking something. And we know
Right.
that's very, very strong. So
Yep.
what's next?
So now we go to Janelle's Instagram. In her bio, there is My Gut Healthy Community and Strive with Janelle Health Coaching. Both
Oh.
are dead links. So like take them out of the bio,
Oh.
which is kind of embarrassing. But I was really interested. I'm like, what is her My Gut Healthy Community? What is Strive with Janelle Health Coaching? She also had a significant weight loss transformation
Mhm,
from season 1, and then maybe, I don't know, season 7, 8, whatever. But
mhm,
she goes through and it shows her really just wanting to be able to run and play with her kids. And she's a busy working mom. Like in the show dynamics, like Cody and Janelle and Mary, so wife 1 and wife 2 and Cody were largely doing the work. And then
mhm.
Christine, when there was 3 wives, she was working and taking care of the kids at the home, and then
Oh,
she would have to work at nights. And then
oh,
it's like, so Janelle was always one of the backbones of the house for financial security. So she was always working insane hours and just like, life happened and she didn't know how to like stop gaining weight. And so on the
yeah,
show, she has her own weight loss journey and she is much healthier. She talks about it. Like I admire that about Janelle. And then again, when they all started with Plexus, I think it's just Janelle, Christine, and one of Christine's daughters and maybe one of Janelle's daughters.
mhm.
But then, now it's always shaking the thing on now this and this for energy and this, and I drink this on my hikes. And
That's kind of
again,
good product placement, to be honest.
they do. And you know what? Their demographic is hardly a 27-year-old who is already living an active lifestyle, right? Like
Yeah,
I am not their prime demographic.
no. You are TLC no, they are the TLC watchers,
Yeah, exactly.
and
And
that's,
so
an age.
even if I was looking for a solution, that's probably not the first place I'm gonna go.
Mhm,
But you have these, people that are watching them as I have been, and they see their transformations and different products that they're using and how they've kept up with their weight loss, going through stressful times. They both left a marriage and they still were prioritizing themselves. Somebody might be like, fuck, like I need to do whatever they're doing. And
mhm,
so again, dead links in Janelle's profile, but she also had a quiz for the products. So it makes
hmm,
me think that when you become a brand ambassador, Plexus like gives you a link that you can personalize. But
mhm.
it's all the same like quiz for products.
What is
Um,
her Instagram? Janelle Brown?
yes,
How did I know? Followed by the anti-overwhelm
it's
coach.
me. It's me. I follow her. Yes.
One person, one mutual, but not mutual, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oomphy.
Interesting. I was like, I need to look at her thing. Huh. Oh,
Yeah.
is that her new husband?
That's who are you looking at? Christine?
No, Janelle.
Janelle is not remarried. Let me see. Who are you looking at?
Oh, someone died.
Oh, her son. Yes.
Oh, aw, so
Yes, it was
sad.
horrible. It was horrible.
Aw, that's sad. I just need to put a face to
Face
the
of the name. Yeah. And
yes.
for you guys on YouTube, Maddie will remind me to insert the pictures when she does show notes. I will just show you Janelle and Christine. So
Yeah,
you
her
guys have faces
Instagram
to the
is
names.
Janelle Brown 117, if anyone is
Yeah.
curious.
And they definitely do promote them heavy because that's, not only are they on reality TV, but they are also influencers in a way, right?
Mhm,
They have a platform. People
mhm.
will buy from them. They've been watching them for 20 seasons on television.
It's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
So a
Yeah.
lot of their job day to day is taking a picture with their Plexus, like really pushing that out there, doing healthy challenges, like whatever the hell they're talking about. Without a Crystal Ball shared a couple, like she DM'd Christine, and it was like immediately like a product link. I can import those pictures here too, but it's just very much a business for them. Like their social medias are like manufactured for selling Plexus now. And there's also like big cruises that they've gone on for Plexus. So if like you sell a certain amount,
Man,
yeah.
I wish Miss Frowny's gonna do something like that.
I literally.
However, I have a thing about cruises. I don't think I'll ever go on one. I don't want to be contained to with people, and like I don't like being contained like that. That
Yeah, no.
sounds like a safety thing. No.
Yeah, no, that sounds like my agoraphobic ass is going to not go on a cruise.
Uh,
Fine. We don't need a cruise. We'll make our own cruise.
an owling in the bathtub.
So, yeah, the last thing of note was again the article that I referred to um before, but with the FDA and the FTC warnings. There was an article written by Brittany Morgan, and again, she has all of her references and links listed, so everything was backed. It wasn't just this person sharing their own experience, but
Mhm.
she had gone through and broken down all of the ingredients and talking about like, are they effective? Do these things even work? And just really providing insight on their famous like pink drink, this gut healthy drink, supports gut health, glucose metabolism, all that sort of stuff. And so
Mhm.
I just thought her article was really interesting because then it led me down the path of looking at different resources that she had shared and looking at other products and examining and just breaking down. And that's what led me to finding the FDA and FTC warning about the COVID claims.
Mhm.
So it honestly, from the surface, it feels, if I had not like as if I was a first time buyer on the surface, it feels like a pretty safe investment to make because it provides like a happy environment. They've got their branding on lock. The people that are their brand ambassadors are, the big ones that you would see are people that you might have been watching on TV for a while.
Mhm.
They know what they're doing. But if you take the time to break down their website, you get a lot of the answers that you're looking for, which again, I don't really know why they make all that information public. Like, I feel like some of the stuff they could keep on a back end for like a brand ambassador, but they have all that shit out there. So I'm going to go digging.
No, I agree with that. And I don't know if are we doing concluding thoughts right now or
Yeah, I that is all on my notes. I'm curious if you had any questions or anything that you wanted to add.
I think just talking about like gut health in general,
Yeah,
because that when did that really get popular? Oh crap, I moved that. Whoops. That got popular what, like 5 years ago, maybe
probably
3?
like 2021. Like
Okay, yeah.
2020, 2021 was very much like hormone health, but then to like heal your hormones, you have to heal your gut. So I think it was kind of like, yeah.
I would agree with that. Yeah. It definitely got popular not too long ago. Everyone started having a gut health everything, right? And coming from someone, me, who is still doing a ton of gut health things, there was not one product I took that was the biggest game changer for me. There was not one specific thing. It was a lot of work of
Mhm.
digging deeper. Literally, I've done every type of test you can think of, and in order to like really figure out what's going on with your stomach, you have to know kind of what's happening with your stomach acid,
Yeah.
what's do a stool test, like all of these things, like you have to take into account to like really make a difference with your gut. And if you're expecting one product that you have no idea what's already inside you and you're adding this on top, it's probably I don't the not, I guess, the efficacy, but the potency of those products are probably not even that potent to make a big enough dent to where it could cause an adverse reaction. I hope not, but to cause a benefit with that. I mean,
Yeah.
it really starts with what you're eating, what you're ingesting, the cleaning products you have, what's already going on there.
Yep.
So it's so easy to be like, take this fiber supplement for your gut health.
Yep.
But like, the amount of work I've done on my gut health is scary. And it wasn't like this one thing. It was numerous things, doing
Yeah.
them consistently and buying products that, were from like, you have to be a practitioner to order
Right. You have to
them.
get prescribed. Yeah.
Yeah, my practitioner. So in order to be like a practitioner, you have to do a ton of studying, take a test. Like, no, not everyone can be a practitioner. It's a big
Right.
investment and takes time, and you have to have like the license for that. So Plexus, no one is. That's shit stuff you can buy from wherever. Basically, it's not
Yeah.
anything special. So it's so easy for the industry to be like, we solve this, we work on that, right? When it's a hot topic to talk about, when it takes a lot more than that.
Yeah. Because everybody is looking for a solution. Right.
Mhm.
And it depends on how deep you're willing to go. Um, I remember like when I think it was in like sophomore year or freshman year of high school. I was like literally anytime I would eat, I would look 9 months pregnant. My gut was as hard as a rock. I was like in so much pain. I had zero energy. And so obviously this is different like issues, but it was just more trying to like figure out what was going on. And it wasn't just like, oh, let's just take a product. It was like removing everything from your diet, testing things, doing all this sort of stuff. And then my gut was also a mess because it just like there was so much happening. And if I could have snapped my fingers and just like drank a drink and then like, oh, it's healed, it's perfect, I would have fucking loved to do that. But there's a
Mhm.
reason why like not everybody does that because it doesn't
Mhm.
work because it's not um there's not enough information and like science going into these certain products that would even make it
Mhm.
effective. And like it's all
Yeah,
good and well to be like here's a solution, but like is it actually
right.
working? And sure, you might trust people that you follow or that you've been seeing on TV, but
Yeah.
you can trust them. But why do you trust them with something health related, right? I might trust them in terms of like maybe their opinion on fashion or their opinion on something else, but like am I going
Yeah.
to put my health trust into this person that I've just been like watching on TV? Not that I think they have good fashion. I was just trying to give an example. I don't need y'all being like those are Allie's
I mean,
fashion hot pots.
actually, Allie gets her fashion advice from the Pioneer Woman. I'm
It's
kidding.
it's me.
I
Yes.
just She just came into my mind.
It's me, yes. That, if you're starting to notice why my clothes look similar, that
Well,
is where I'm getting my
today is
inspo.
Adam Sandler, but yesterday it was
Today is
Pioneer.
Adam Sandler. Yes, today is Adam Sandler core, and
Mhm.
we're here for it. Honestly, love. Adam Sandler has all the money in the world, and he can dress like that. It's fine by me.
Love. He was, where did I listen to him recently? Joe Rogan, I think, and he
Ah,
was
I do believe it was Joe Rogan.
I know, blah, 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 blah. I know we all know your hatred. But I can't remember what they were talking about. But side note, what?
We were talking about this, right? On an earlier episode, or like something about how like,
Not him, but about celebrities and
oh yes, yes,
how they
yes.
fall into the trap of like shitty things, which is so
Yep,
true. They have all the money in the world, and they still find shitty trainers.
literally.
But anyway, where was I going with this? I don't know. Just sidebar that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's on that.
Scratch, cut, reverse.
We're not even gonna take that out. That's too much work.
No, never, of course. Are you kidding me?
Ah.
I'm just telling for the people. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I was really impressed by all the public information that was out there because
Ah.
other MLMs, it is kind of hard to find the information that you're looking for, or you have to go down the Reddit holes and then to try and find like available links and trying to find like quality information. So, shout out to y'all having a readily available information that
Yeah. No, for real, that's super helpful, and, I want you guys to comment below if you've taken Plexus. Remember, no hate, no shade. We're just here to talk about something and help you guys make better decisions later on.
Yeah.
Because knowledge is power, especially with the health world. Knowledge is power.
And to encourage them to comment, what is something that you have taken? And I'll say something that I've taken.
The Skinny Fit tea, that one.
Was it the one that came in like a pink package?
This is high school, like 10th grade. Hard to remember. I
Like
want to
there
say
was like Slim Belly or
I think it was Skinny Fit. I want to say
Skinny Fit. Yes.
yeah, Skinny Fit. Yeah, that's what it was.
God,
I
yeah.
can't
No,
remember. Did I tell you what happened? I don't think I had diarrhea. I can't remember.
you didn't have diarrhea?
I can't remember.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, those cause you to just literally shit your pants. No wonder why you lose 5 pounds. Well, yeah, because there's no more of anything in my body.
Well, there was a girl that my friend group was taking laxatives, like insane
Yes.
amounts, insane amounts
Yes.
of laxatives.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh,
Did you take?
no. Well, in high school, I used to take like the water pills to like debloat excess water. Crazy. And then in college, I was heavy on the fat burners because never had enough energy. So fat burner. And then I would also like drink a lot of coffee on top of the fat burner.
Oh
Don't
my
do
God.
that. Like, don't do that.
Oh,
Like now I can't look at a cup of coffee without having anxiety. So, and
that makes a lot of
it's
sense.
not because of the fat burner, it's my own goddamn issues, but here we are. But yeah, no. Big fan of the fat burners. Big fan of the
Mm,
supplements. Whatever it was, I was hawking anything because I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is great. I can like destroy my body on the
mhm,
weekend and
mhm.
then I can hit the gym like crazy and like I can still like maintain this physique." And I was like, "Well, you were also like 18 years old. You were a baby. Like we don't need
Yeah,
to be taking
baby.
this." I was a baby. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely, no hate, no shame. We have to, you know what, to admit you have a problem, to get over the problem, you have to admit it. So we have admitted here.
100%. Luckily, they're not our problems anymore.
And
But
I want to hear from you guys. Like
yeah, what'd you
just safe
take?
space. Safe space.
If you use Plexus, hard drugs, what have you taken?
Don't comment the hard drugs. That's gonna get us
Why? Who
flagged.
cares?
It's gonna get us flagged. You gotta type it in code word
Oh,
message.
oh. If you took pills, just drop the pill emoji. If you took cocaine, oh, can we say that?
I think so.
Okay.
If yeah, if I need to bleep it, I will. YouTube will tell me.
Oh, okay. If you've taken that, put the snow
You
emoji.
visited the ski slopes, as the kids say.
The skier, put the skier. What else is there? A flower for you know what?
Oh yeah, a leaf.
A leaf. Yeah, that probably covers it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's on
Shout
that.
out.
We got to keep this a shorter one because there are five. I almost said Fridays. I can't talk. 5
Friars.
Wednesdays in the month. So if this was your first episode, welcome. We hope you stay. We do monthly recaps. We do lots of fun stuff, but this is our deep dive episode. The second episode of the month, might want to go back and listen to that. It was a freaking fantastic one. It was with our guest, Leslie Monet, and she works with women on fertility. And honestly, we got so much freaking good help from that. Just even if you don't want to have kids like me,
Yep.
I got a ton of advice on there. And just because fertility health is still your health. So Allie wants to have babies, like a million of them. I do not. It was very, very helpful. So go back one episode, listen to that. But we have a guest episode every month on different topics. So yeah. And that's on
And then
that.
the rest is just shenanigans with us.
Oh, it's so fun. Anything
So,
else you need to add her in?
nothing else to add, but if you found this episode helpful and you want to just learn a little bit more about us, we're going to put our socials below. Share this episode with a friend.
Yes.
And also like if you've taken a supplement, if you've taken things you feel like, oh man, I now feel like a little silly. I have fallen into this. Don't feel silly, right? This is why we do our deep dives. We are here to empower. We are here to give y'all information because again, you're probably not going to sift through 5 pages worth of notes. You don't have that time. I'll do it for you. Let me do it. Comment the next one you want to see below, the next deep dive too.
Yes. Yes. Please share this with someone who has taken Plexus, thought about taking Plexus, or have done like used any type of product that's like MLM-y, where it's like, you're trying to get your friends to buy it. This is exactly, we're gonna have all of them in a playlist once Allie
Yep.
gets that together. But that's why we do this, to help women from making the same mistake basically and falling to these traps of thinking these products are their cure-all, when in reality they're not. They're just stealing your money and your time.
Yep. Period.
And that's on that. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching the Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. Please make sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, share this in your stories, put it on Instagram, tag us Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. We have an Instagram and a TikTok finally. And send your girlfriend this video who needs to hear this. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere where you can stream podcasts. If you have a burning question about life, friendships, health, and 1 or 2 cents, email us at kindahotpod@gmail.com. That's KINDAHOTPOD@gmail.com. Bye.
Bye.